think we found another. Get ready.
Hi, it's me, Gatsby, from Gatskin. Chapter 5 of Deltarune has been out for a few days now, and I really loved it. It was awesome. Flower power and all of that. Honestly, I was surprised how kinda close I was with some of my quote-unquote predictions I made in my previous video. The whole entire, parallel cutscenes I thought was gonna happen between, Susie and Noelle versus, Noelle and Chris. I was right about that. Totally wrong about the location, but considering Deltarune's association with water, I should have seen it coming that it would have been at the lake and not the Ferris wheel. What can I say? I'm a Deltarune poser. Anyways, the reason why I'm here, the reason why I'm making this video, is that there's one thing from Chapter 5 I want to talk about that I haven't seen anybody talk about yet. And this isn't really like a theory or anything. It's just a surface level observation I wanted to point out. And if anyone wants to use this video as a jumping off point for a deeper analysis, be my guest. Obviously, this video has spoilers for Chapter 5, so if you haven't finished Chapter 5 yet, don't watch this video. Anyways, Asgore's monologue after the boss fight against, Flowery and the rest of the flowers, where it shows the silhouette of the Dreamer family, each member has a specific soul color. Chris is aqua, which makes a lot of sense. This chapter has very directly pointed out some of the similarities between Aqua and Chris. Same skin color, same love of knives, and Aqua is, I would say pretty mischievous, much like we know Chris was when they were younger. Asgore is yellow, because despite him no longer being on the police force, he still cares about justice. Also, like Yellow, Asgore seems to kind of blame himself for stuff and feels guilty about stuff. And you know who Yellow is in a relationship with? Blue, which is the color Toriel is portrayed here. She's blue! Honestly, Toriel and blue, it's a bit more of a stretch. My first thought was really that, Blue and Yellow's relationship is a reflection of how Toriel and Asgore's relationship, like what it might have been like before, the divorce. Also, Toriel wears a similar shade of blue in the light world. Now, obviously, none of these three flowers are one-to-one comparisons to the Dreamers. Obviously, like I stated previously, Asgore and Toriel are divorced, in contrast to Blue and Yellow, who are very clearly not that. But I think it's pretty clear that there's intentional connections between these characters. I don't think it's a stretch at all, especially when you take things like mother theory into account. It wouldn't be the first time characters seen in a dark world reflect characters from the light world, which brings me to the main topic of this video, Azrael being green. Or rather, what things from green might be those slight allusions to Azrael and his character in Deltarune, if we ever get to see him in-game, and it's not like a Father from Earthbound situation where we know the guy exists, but we never get to physically see him. First possibility, this is the one I think is the most likely. Azrael is just a chill dude who gets along with everybody. One of the most iconic things about Green from Chapter 5 is just how chill they are with everyone. Friend or foe, Green will always give you a piece of cheese. So, to me, this is the most likely. Green is the color of kindness, and Azrael in Undertale was known to be a kind, gentle kid before becoming Flowey. It makes sense he would be a gentle-natured guy in Deltarune. Second, this one I think is the least likely, but another very prominent trait of Green is Green doesn't talk. Azrael might also be a monster of few words. Like I said, this seems the most unlikely to me. I feel like that it's Chris's thing to not talk. Not that it's an impossibility for Azriel to be, a quiet type as well. It can happen. But maybe that when they were younger could be the quiet type as well. If the connections between all these characters are more so reflections of how they were in the past, Blue and Yellow are in a relationship like Asgore and Toriel were in a relationship. Aqua is a lot like Chris when they were younger. Then a younger Azriel might have been the quiet one, with Chris being more of the talker. But as they got older, the two kind of switched on that format. Or, hear me out, if we're continuing on with the theme of these characters, of Aqua, of Yellow, and Blue's relationship, all these elements being allusions to how the Dreamers used to be, then in this case, Azriel used to be like this sweet, gentle little boy, but now that he's in college, he's gotten a little of a bad boy streak to him. Maybe a bit jaded after Dessa's disappearance. Maybe if we do get to see Azriel in Deltarune, he'll have that boy band haircut, like from the concept art from the Undertale art book. That'd be interesting. Third idea, this one's very fanficky, and I just think it's funny. So we know that from Chapter 3, before the Chapter 3 cooking minigame, Tenna mentions that Toriel, when she would watch the cooking shows, Chris and Azriel would make jokes about, like, oh no, we're burning the water, we're breaking the eggs. So maybe joking about those cooking shows, watching those cooking shows with his mom, kind of sparked an interest in the culinary arts for him, and maybe that's his major in college. I'm pretty sure, I'll have to double check, I know I checked earlier, but I'm pretty sure within the text of the game, it's never stated what he's going to college for, if he's majoring in anything. I think pretty much everyone says that, oh, Azriel went to college. I mean, culinary school, that's a thing you can major in college. The main reason why I like this idea is simply because I can imagine Azriel in a sanitation and safety class, and his teacher's like Gordon Ramsay, and he's like yelling at all the students, and everybody's like stressed out. And, Azriel, if we think Frisk and, Kara are in college also with him as like his college roommates, he can be like, Frisk, Kara, I can't go out and party, I've got spaghetti due tomorrow for class. And that's what I'm drawing in the background of this video right now. Anyways, yeah, that's my cooking by the book Azriel theory. I would call it green theory, but that's already taken by another him. This is Gatsby from Gatskin, signing out.